I really did that. Like, I'm still in shock. Are you shocked? I'm shocked. Hi everybody, my name is Ina and welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for clicking on my video. I know you guys are probably like, who is this random woman? And I promise I will get into that on a separate video specifically made for me introducing myself to you guys here on YouTube. So let's get into it. Before I actually tell you guys where I moved, I do want to give you guys a little update on like how long I've been here, the weather, and the changes of things of that nature. So I have been here officially a month and 11 days. I absolutely love it, okay? With the exception of one thing, but we're gonna get into that in a later video, okay? I'm eager to still just like get out and about and kind of get to know the area a lot more. I'm still currently settling in. It's only been 1 month and 11 days. Well, 12 days because it's the 12th. Shout out to me. Shout out to me. Seriously, like, let's take a moment, okay, to hype ourselves up, okay? Because shout out to me, I really did that. I really moved across the states by myself. I amaze myself sometimes. I really do. I'm pretty sure everybody wants to know, like, what led me here, right? So I did write a few bullet points because I do want to make sure I'm effectively going over everything. Because the one thing I really hate about this little life is that I feel like we could be prepared for a lot more things if we were actually given the information we needed to prepare ourselves. People want to tell you, you know, the bread and the butter, but they don't want to tell you the cream and all the other real stuff in between. And that's what I'm here for, because I really honestly feel like I could have been mentally prepared a lot better if somebody would have told me the real deal, you know, and not just the gist of it. So that's what I'm here to do today for you guys, is to give you the bread, the butter, the cream, the onions, the whole nine. Whatever you want to do in life, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish it. You know, give yourself grace, but make it happen because it's possible. Moving, especially across multiple states, was not an easy process. I want to start you guys off by preparing you, by letting you know that it's not an easy process, okay? It took me an entire year actually for me to get to where I am today, and it came with a lot of sacrifices and a lot of like ups and downs that I really did not expect. Ultimately, for a couple years now, I have been wanting to leave my hometown. I am from the DMV area, and I have been wanting to just like get out and explore. I currently live in Atlanta, Georgia, and it was one of the best decisions I have made for my future self. At the time, I was feeling very unmotivated, ready to go, just ready for more. I was looking for a peace in myself that required a specific type of growth that I knew that I wasn't going to get being in my hometown, being around my old friends, being around my family members. I was just ready for more, and I was ready for life, like to receive whatever life has to offer me. And I wholeheartedly stood on that decision of just like getting away and doing my own thing, venturing out. I've always been a very pretty independent person, even in my worst, when I needed to depend on people. Growing up, I didn't have the best of the best, you know. I come from a single mother of 3 daughters, and I was raised by my whole entire family, including people outside of my family, like family friends and like people that I've met. Like, I have so many parental figures in my life. But I am so blessed because it really does take a village, y'all. Like, it takes a village. I am where I am today apart from the things that I've done for myself, simply because of like the support and the family that I have back behind me. I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for the support and encouragement and just like love and care that they've given me over all these years. In your preparation to elevate, you will experience trials and tribulations. I experienced a lot of sacrifice and a lot of loss on another level that I never expected to have to go through, due to wanting to just like uproot my life and change. And I feel like people don't talk about that enough. Everybody wants to talk about getting to the end goal, but nobody actually talks about how rough or how hard it was to get there, or that you should expect that, you know? People be like, oh, you know, good times don't last always and these things, but like, no, let's really get down to the nitty and the gritty. I sacrificed not going out the whole year. I sacrificed not buying anything new the entire year. I lost so many, I'm not gonna say so many friends, but I lost friends that year, like, because I couldn't show up to things, because I didn't financially have it at the time to be able to maneuver the way I wanted, because I had my goal in mind and I was tunnel vision. And even though it was slightly miserable, it was what I knew I needed to do in order to progress the way that I'm looking to progress in my life. I was staying according to my plan no matter what. Like, I had even moments with my family where like I had to miss out on family events, and that's big for me because I come from a really big family. And even like I got some backfire just from my family, but I had to be really selfish in that season. And that's when I learned that it's okay to be selfish when it comes with elevation. 2023 was my selfish season. I was going after everything that I wanted, and I pretty much got it all. You know, all the big stuff that I really wanted to incorporate myself in, I did it. It really sucked because I really felt like I was missing out on so much. So if you ever are elevating in life and things are just starting to go chaotic and take place, like, remember to just remain calm in the storm, because everything will work out in your favor. Like, the devil does things to distract you on purpose so that you can lose focus and start doing things that lead you away from your path and what you're supposed to be doing. Y'all, like, I struggled so much last year from so many different things. Even getting down here, y'all, like, I basically drove down here on a flat tire after buying a new tire before I even hit the road. Like, it was a mess. But ultimately, I trusted myself and I trusted the process. And those are the three main things that I would say hold on to in your transition, especially when you're coming to terms with things like leaving your family and leaving everything you've ever known and starting over, you know, and going into a new environment, having to get new doctors, having to get a new job, find a job, like figuring out livelihood, how you're going to eat, and even trying to find apartments, how you're gonna make new friends, relationships. So many things can be thrown at you in the midst of you trying to get where you're going and when you get there. But don't let it discourage you. Like, keep pushing on, because literally that's just a sign that there's something better on the other side. And I can truly honestly say that since I have moved and I have been here, I have been so much more at peace with my life. I'm so much more at peace with my life and my decisions, and this is just another big leap and a big step for me to take that makes me feel like I can do anything that I set my mind to. Taking a risk and stepping out on faith is not easy, like, at all. It's not easy, y'all. I remember crying every week of 2023 because it was the most uncomfortable scenario for me as an adult, literally hitting her mid-20s and like feeling like I want change so bad, but like my life is falling apart all around me, right? And also trying to like maintain daily life balance and stay positive and keep pushing through it. Like, the push through be the hardest part, because you really be wanting to give up. Like, you be so stressed out. But it was so worth it. It was so worth it. I also definitely feel like going through certain things in life makes you a little bit more appreciative and grateful for certain things. Like I have a new appreciation and a new gratefulness for my age and for like the things that I've accomplished in life and the things that I look forward to accomplishing in life, and like how hard I even fought to get here, because I'm used to a different type of struggle, you know. And as I stated, like I didn't grow up the best, you know. I came from the hood, like that's just what it is. I came from the hood. But at the end of the day, I am in charge of my life. I get to be in charge of what I want that to look like, right? And manifesting that into reality. And that is the part that I need everybody to focus on when it comes to really elevating to becoming the woman you looking to become, or the person, or that business owner, that student, whatever it is you want to do, set your mind to it. Turning 25 was really an epiphany for me. You guys ever hear about that whole thing of like you turning 25 and then like a switch just clicks after a certain amount of time and then everything just makes sense? So like I had that epiphany. I definitely had a switch where it's just like I really didn't care about what people thought about me. I didn't take my family and my friends' opinions that strongly anymore. Like I'm really out here trying to build my own identity and be happy with my life and who I am as a person. And everything that I was stressed about and that I cared about in my early 20s, I no longer care about anymore. Like I really don't. If I did it, I did it, and if I didn't, I didn't. And I have forgiven myself for things that I may have done as well that I was holding on to and harboring this entire time. We gotta be real about what life looks like for us, because I definitely would say that I feel like most women have saw a different, or most people in general have definitely seen a different, they have seen themselves to be living a different kind of life at a certain kind of age. Being 25 and what's that's been like for me so far has been very eye-opening for me. Getting acclimated with my identity a lot more. I am catching up on my childhood while navigating adulthood, because I kind of grew up a little bit differently than everybody else. Finding me as a person and what I want and my needs. Being a lot more selfish. I'm way more focused now on like my calling, my gifts, my purposes, and letting those things work in my favor for me. I am a lot stronger in my journey with God and my faith. Like that was another reason I moved too, because I always knew God in one aspect of my life, and I just wanted to get to know him in a different way. And so on this journey of like navigating my mid-20s in a different state, I was actually really excited, and still am really excited to see all that God has prepared and laid out for me, because I really couldn't do any of this without him. And yeah, something about just taking on the whole world with just me and him, I don't know, y'all, that was exciting to me. That was exciting. If you don't see the change in your life, you have to learn how to be the change that you want to see, right? And I wholeheartedly believe that I really am a generational curse breaker. Like I am the first in my family to do a lot of things. I am breaking so many generational curses right now that I even inspire my own mom sometimes, and she is my motivation. As of right now, I am getting my degree. Y'all, I have hit so many accolades, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I have hit so many, like, boom, boom. This is life right here, and this is me. Boom, 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 boom. Like, I be knocking everything out left and right. Like, I'm really that girl. I'm really that girl. One of the main things that kept arising for me when I first got here, and even now, is that everything that I want is on the other side of fear, right? That is a constant like phrase and a theme that's popping up in my head, because people out here have really made me feel like I can really get to it. Like there's so many successful people out here, and it's actually inspirational. A lot of the things that I haven't been wanting to do and I haven't been successful in doing is because I really haven't even tried, you know, because I've been scared or I have fear of doing it. And it's like, just do it. Ultimately, what's gonna happen, right? Think about the sink or swim theory. You're gonna go out there, you're gonna try something, you're either gonna sink or you're gonna swim, or you're gonna sink and you're gonna keep trying again until you start swimming, right? So what's the worst that can happen? You sink or you swim, or you sink and you learn how to swim. I really got a plan. I really have a purpose. I'm coming out here to do what I said I was gonna do, so I'm not gonna waste my time. And I had to start learning to hold myself accountable for the things that I said I was gonna do, being a woman of my word. Because oftentimes in the past, I fell very short of that because, you know, imposter syndrome is real, and that's really my biggest hater. But you know, I'm learning to get up every day and tell myself, no risk, no reward. Stop saying it and just do it. Those are like my main things that I like meditate on all the time. Yes, I'm here. Atlanta, I'm here. I'm super excited to be here. I love it here already. Like, the amount of people that I run into that have businesses, that have something going on, the content creators, like, it's just so inspiring to be out here. It really is. Like, people really do have a lot going on out here. I'm also not completely alone out here. Like, my family is so big. I got family out here. And it's like, okay, if I ever need anything, if they ever need anything, like, because hey, cousin, y'all know how it is. Y'all, that's how big my family is. I don't know about y'all family, but I got a kind of family where it don't matter if we've met before or we have not. If somebody calls me and tells me you're my cousin, you're my cousin. Like, that's just what it is. You're my cousin. So yeah, guys, like, being in a space where you actually want to create and want to do things really does make a big difference. The weather out here has made a really big difference for me. Seasonal depression, what is that, honey? What is that, honey? Because like, every day I wake up being in a space in my own apartment where I can create, you know, it's decorated in a way, and I have enough inside light to do what I want to do, say what I want to say, and then look, like, don't underestimate the power of an aesthetically pleasing location, an aesthetically pleasing living situation, because y'all, like, that has really made the biggest difference in my content for me and wanting to create content. Is where I live. My bad, guys. Like, I'm just getting over a cold like last week, and it's dragging a little bit into this week, and the throat, child, throat. Another thing that I love about Atlanta is the community. You can already tell that the people are here for the people. That is one thing I will say. You will run into a lot of people who, for the most part, will support and are willing to help, you know? And I love that, because I did not get that back home at all. No shade, no tea to the DMV. The food out here in Atlanta is trash. It's bad. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. It's bad. Like, coming from the north, you know, the eastern north area, we have a lot of variety because we don't have soul food for real. Like, it's really hard to find a good soul food place back home. But the variety we have is something serious. And I don't know, my best advice is, if it's popular, don't go, because it's bad. It just don't taste how it need to taste. Overall though, as I stated before, I love it out here. I can't complain at all, honestly. Like, this is what I have been wanting for so many years, and I finally mustered up enough strength to like do what I really want to do. So cheers to that, okay? Cheers to love and love, because this is our year to like level up, you know, as a content creator, an entrepreneur, a student, because I'm still in school, like, and this is nothing compared to what I was doing last year. Last year, 2023, for me to even get here, y'all, I was in school all year round as a part-time student. I managed a full-time long-distance relationship. I took 3 internships, okay? On top of that, I was working full-time, and I started a business. Like, all that in 1 year, I feel like I'm here and I feel like I'm slacking, but I'm giving myself some grace because, again, it's only been 1 month and 12 days. I really pushed myself to the limit. And please know that your limit is not really your limit. It's past that. But you gotta push yourself hard enough for you to even see where your limit is. It's not gonna be the most comfortable situation. You may not have fun. You might have to sacrifice. It might be the worst year of your life. But if you don't really push yourself, you will never know how far you can really go. So I say all that to say, you don't have to have it all together, okay? That is okay. I don't have it all together. I'm still getting there, you know? 1% every day, that's really what matters. That 1% extra that you can do to really like change your life course and path. Remember to don't let anybody tell you who you are, you know? Find your own identity and stand on it. Find your own identity and stand on it, because it's really a beautiful thing when you can wholeheartedly find yourself and be yourself to your fullest. Great things come from change, and you're blocking your blessings the longer you choose not to listen to that voice, that inkling, that gut feeling that's telling you to move differently. You know, that change is needed. I think oftentimes people tend to do that because we're scared, or we're not able to really plow and plan how things are going to actually happen, right? But when God say move, you better listen. You're going to block your blessings every time. I'm telling y'all, you will become miserable and unhappy in your situation if you don't change it. And honestly, I feel like it kind of takes, I feel like it actually does take you becoming miserable and unhappy for you to make a real change. But if you can avoid getting there, definitely do that, because it's not fun. Starting over can be very scary, but it really is worth it in the end. And as I stated, just continue to push yourself to the limit. Remember to be the change that you want to see in the world, and you also want to see in yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching my YouTube video. I hope I gave you a little insider on some things to possibly prepare for mentally to get to where you're looking to go in life. I'm here to create content that is fun, informational, inspiring. And if I can do it and you don't know my journey, you can do it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope that this video inspire you guys to live a little and do some new things. Try some new things, okay? It won't hurt. It might, but you'll live. Please press the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this video and you would like more videos coming from me. Let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see from me, because you know I'm new to this thing. Bye.